Hey guys, good to see you again. Crafty here, and today we have an EDC gear review. If you don't know what EDC means, that stands for everyday carry. I'll probably have more videos on types of different EDC tools and weapons and stuff to carry in the future, but today it's going to be on this hat. This is the Cash Cap from Wazoo. This is probably the best hat I've ever owned in my life. I'm not even joking, this thing is awesome. It looks like a normal hat, super comfortable, fits great, but it's actually got some features that most hats don't have. So let's take a look and see why this thing is so different and special from other hats.
Alright, so again, I have the OD green version of the Cash Cap. Mine has the patch. I wanted that because I want the option to put a patch on there later on. On the inside, you've got some of the mesh. It's very breathable. And you have this X on the inside that's going to be reflective and also good for signaling if you need it, and it's also good for extra padding as well.
And what I love about this hat especially is it has 6 hidden pockets. So you got one right here, this one's Velcro. Open that up, you can see I've got some paracord and I have a ceramic striker on the inside as well. I use that for my ferrocerium rods, which are located right here and right here. Both sides I got some mini ferrocerium rods to make fires. And this main compartment right here, I've got a Fresnal lens, which is also used for making fires, for solar ignition, but it's also good for magnification if you need it. I've got some Tinder cards right here, highly flammable stuff, weatherproof tinder. I got this from grimworkshop.com, another great EDC site. And moving on, let's put that back. We've got 2 more pockets on the sides. I've got some mini Infernos from Self-Reliance Outfitters. These are some awesome tinders right here. These things will burn for a very long time. They're also weatherproof. They'll work when wet and they burn amazing. I'll also do a demonstration on that here shortly for you guys. So I've got one of those on each side. I can probably put a few on each side if I really wanted to. And the thing is, even when you wear this thing, I don't feel any of this stuff touching my head. I feel no pressure. It all feels really comfortable. And so obviously I have my hat set up right now for more survival, wilderness type scenarios, mostly for fire making. But you can totally have this set up for more urban, everyday carry, in the sense of having maybe some cash inside there, whether it's credit card, cash, whatever, some extra little tools and items. You can set up how you want to. There's multiple different pockets, multiple different ways to hide the stuff you want to hide, or if you just don't want to carry a wallet that day, whatever, this can essentially be your wallet for that day. And it's completely unassuming, no one would really know, and you don't even have to get this version. There's also a non-patch version that looks even more discreet. I got this one because I want to put a patch on there pretty soon here, but yeah, great hat, guys. Yes, like right now I've got all that junk in there still. Let's see, you guys can see I've got all that stuff still in there. But the thing is, like, I don't know if it's just how it's designed. It's designed so well, but when you put this thing on, I don't feel any pressure whatsoever. Like, it feels like a normal hat. I'm not going to get a headache from this stuff. It feels great. And it's super discreet. It's breathable. And it's awesome. I love this hat. So let's go outside and demonstrate some of the fire making skills that I can do with this stuff. Alright, so let's make a fire with my Ferro-Rod. So first I'm going to take one of my rods out. Get that guy out. Then I'm going to take both the cordage and the ceramic rod. The ceramic striker, I mean. Get both of those guys out. Set those down there, and then I'm going to get one of these guys right here. Now you don't have to use this. I'm using it because I love this product and I love Pathfinder School and Self-Reliance Outfitters who this comes from. But you can totally use a Ferro-Rod with other natural materials like you've seen in my videos, birch barks, fat wood, etc. But for this I'm going to demonstrate this guy right here for you guys. Again, this is the Mini Inferno from Self-Reliance Outfitters. You can rip it up, break it up, expose some of that good fluff in the middle right there, guys. You can do it however you want. And put this down here. Alright, so the next, I'm going to take this ferrocerium rod, paracord, I'm going to put this through the hole, and I'll bring this end through the opposite side. Bring it through, and this is going to allow me to have something to hold and brace. And I can push my thumb against the back of it. Now this gives me a lot more basically grip. And I don't want to, because I wouldn't want to use just a Ferro-Rod. It's really hard and small, and I wouldn't have that much surface area to work with the scraper. So this gives me the maximum surface to work with such a small rod. So then you get that scraper, 45-degree angle, pressure first. There you go. So let's bring it down here and try it out. And it's a small rod, so it's not going to have gigantic sparks like a 6-inch ferrocerium rod, but it still gets the job done. So I ended up moving that mini Inferno over here so it could burn better. But like I said, it burns for such a long time, several minutes, whether it's wet or it doesn't matter, it's still going to burn. It's a great wet weather emergency tinder source, and this gives you tons of time to put on kindling to actually build up a fire. So it's going to burn for a very long time. Great product, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. Alright guys, so I had to wait for it to be a sunnier day because yesterday it was just way too cloudy. These can work when there's some overcast, but it was just too cloudy yesterday. I couldn't even see any shadows. So I'm going to try a solar ignition fire with this processed down inner bark from tulip poplar. There's a tiny bit of yellow birch bark in there as well, just to help it out. So let's get this started. Put that down here. Face the sun. Let's find the light concentrates and bring it down to the right spot. That took long enough, didn't it? Yep. Solar fires are great because it's going to allow you to basically conserve your other resources. If you've got a ferrocerium rod or a lighter, those are precious resources, especially for long-term survival. But if you can make a solar fire, that's going to conserve those resources that much more. Like, yeah, lighter's going to be quick, but once that lighter's gone, it's gone, you know? Same thing with the ferrocerium rod. I guess they last a long time with multiple strikes, but eventually that's going to be worn out over thousands of strikes. So in general, if you can make a solar fire in a long-term survival situation, you might as well do it, especially with natural materials like this. And all you need is one of these guys, which fits perfectly in this hat. But yeah, hope you guys learned something. Let's get back inside and wrap it up. Alright guys, so that is the hat from Wazoo, the cash cap. This thing is amazing. And real quick, more about Wazoo is they make tons of awesome stuff. I actually have some other products from them I'm going to do some reviews on in the future. They make some really cool stuff. They got beanies, like a cash beanie that you can hide stuff inside the beanie. They got belts. They've got necklaces, which, speaking of that, so I used to actually make some of those necklaces that pretty much looked really similar. Had the ceramic striker, the Ferro-Rod, and yeah, I see them all over the place. I saw them on Etsy. I saw them on Uberleben, Amazon. They're all over the place. And last year when I was making those as gifts, I would just like to make them and give them away to people. I didn't know that Wazoo was actually the original maker of that necklace. So I found that out recently-ish. I saw some Pathfinder instructors talking about it, and EJ from Dual Survival. Well, Dual Survival and Naked and Afraid. That guy's a beast. Um, yeah, I saw these guys talking about it, and I didn't realize that they were the original makers of the necklace. So Wazoo is the original guys. So don't buy all the knockoffs if you see them. I would definitely recommend Wazoo. They make way better stuff. Anyways, I've never sold the necklaces I've made. I've always given them away because I like to gift things to people. But yeah, they're the original, and they actually have a new one coming out called the Spark. It looks awesome. It has a bigger ceramic striker. It's a lot more comfortable to hold, and it looks really cool. It's almost like a upside down raindrop or some kind of claw. I don't know. It looks awesome to me. But yeah, I'll probably get that in the future and do a review on that as well. And yeah, guys, check them out. Wazoo has awesome stuff. Also, they are actually, I believe, the owners. I know at least one of the owners from the company went through the Pathfinder school as well that I went through, and many other people that are in this wilderness survival, and that's pretty awesome. So he's got a ton of respect from me for sure, and they make awesome stuff, and they're probably one of my favorite suppliers of EDC gear, especially for wilderness scenarios and survival. So check them out, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something new today, and yeah, thanks for watching. Stay safe, guys. Bye bye.